I got an email from Guy Steele, who's a friend and an advisor in Hawaii. And he said, I got a question. Can you give me an idea of how $1 million producer works? How many calls a day do they make? How many hours a day do they work? Mentally, what's their mindset each day when they go to the office? Do you have a blueprint for aspiring $1 million producers to follow? This is going to be, it's a great question, and the answer is going to be ongoing. I can't answer it in one session, but it's going to be, it is the theme of Camp Connelly, basically. Let me start by saying this, Guy. I watched a videotape of Davis Love, and Davis Love in this videotape was talking about the fact that he said, when you amateurs have a job and you all go to work, he said, well, we have a job as professional golfers and we go to work. We don't play tournaments every day. Our work during the week is to practice our golf. And he said, so when I practice the basics 75% of the time. The basics never change. And he equated the basics to being grip, stance, and alignment. And said, if we teach a golf school, you and I, open a golf school, we're going to teach grip, stance, and alignment. We may alter the swing for a person's physicality, but essentially the basics, again, always remain the same. And he said, I'll give you an example, just in alignment alone. He said, my caddy is my brother. He said, I've been playing golf for 40 years, day in, day out for 40 years. He said, to this day, when we go to the driving range, my caddy has to line me up. I still don't get it right after 40 years of practice. Now, this is one of the top golfers in the world. And he said, you go to any professional tournament and go to the driving range, you'll see spray paint on the ground, tees in the ground, clubs strewn around, all having to do with alignment. And I talked to a friend of mine who's a professional. He's a coach, a golf teacher. He's a PGA professional. He said he spends 90% of his lesson time on alignment. So Davis Love said, you pull up in the parking lot, change your shoes, and hit 5 balls and go out and wonder why you're not any good. Well, I've been doing this every day for 40 years, but you got to master the basics. Well, that's what these $1 million producers have done. See, the holy grail in golf, Guy, is a repeatable swing. If you know, Tiger Woods literally is the best in the world at doing the same thing over and over and over again. His swing is so close every single time to the previous swing. And what that allows him is more predictable results, and the predictable results relate into winnings and dollars. Well, that's true with a financial advisor. You need a repeatable process. And if you can do what you do over and over and over again, despite the markets, you know, Tiger Woods plays golf in the sunshine, in the rain, in the wind, in the cold, in the warm. He never changes the swing. And you've got, as an advisor, got to get your method down and never change it based on the markets. Bull market, bear market, recession, high rates, low rates, president, Republican, Democrat, it doesn't matter. The basics never change. And the basics so you got to get a repeatable swing for financial advising. And that repeatable swing basically consists of prospecting skills, of course, client acquisition skills, communication skills. You got to be able to get your point across. I mean, Guy, if everybody understood every single word you're saying, you'd be richer than Bill Gates. So you got to prospect well, communicate well, you got to sell well, and then you got to be organized, very, very organized. And the last thing is you need the character, the wherewithal to get to the higher level. So that's what our ongoing answer is going to be. It's this repeatable process. If you recall, we had Jeff Gebauer on talking about his production. He works with doctors and does qualified plans. But Jeff said when he was a young guy in the business, he was doing $200,000 a year, and he saw $1 million producer sitting next to him. And he said, this guy, near him, he said, this guy's not working 5 times harder than I am. He's not 5 times smarter than I am. How's this guy doing 5 times the business? Well, the answer is recurring fees. When I started in the business, it was transactional. You can make a living on transactions. Today, commissions are much, much smaller than they used to be. So you got to build up fees that recur over and over and over again. So the quick answer, Guy, which we will flesh out, is you got to look at your book, identify your top prospects. And remember Jerry Maguire, fewer clients, larger clients, more personal service. Identify those top prospects as you segment, then use your repeatable process to go get more just like them. And eventually, all you need is 60 or 80 clients, or maybe 100 clients. I think after 150 clients, quite frankly, our service begins to slip. We sell too many products. There's too many things pulling at us. Less than 150 clients is ideal. 100 or 80, really ideal. So again, sum up. Get a repeatable process, clone your top clients, have a plan to go get more, and never, ever, ever change the basics despite market conditions. So thanks, Guy. That's going to become our theme from now on in Camp Connelly, this whole repeatable process. It's a great question. Thank you.